11BX1371. In 2015, a Swedish technology blog received a very strange package in the mail. Inside was a plain disc that contained a highly disturbing video. The blog owners posted the video online, and it quickly became one of the scariest mysteries on the internet, so much so that you might have seen it. The black and white video showed a person wearing a plague doctor outfit, standing in a ruined, abandoned building. The figure raised his hand, which had a small light that flickered, seemingly talking in Morse code. The background noise was a loud, buzzing static that hurt the ears. The video was titled with a confusing code, 11BX1371. Internet investigators analyzed the video and the strange audio, and they found secret messages hidden inside the sounds and frames of the video. When decoded, these messages were terrifying. They included pictures of skulls, coordinates pointing to the White House, and words that seemed to threaten the President of the United States. Viewers also found hidden pictures of crime scenes. Naturally, wild theories exploded across the web. Some people believed a serial killer had made the video to tease the police, while others thought it was a real warning from terrorists planning a massive biological attack. Then, online detectives worked together and managed to figure out where the video was filmed. They recognized the trees and the ruined walls, matching them to an abandoned mental asylum in Poland. Just a few months later, the truth finally came out. A man named Parker Warner Wright stepped forward on social media and announced that he had created the video. He was not a dangerous criminal or a terrorist. He was just an artist. He explained that the video was a personal art project, and to prove he was telling the truth, he showed everyone the exact plague doctor mask from the video, which he had made himself. He even released a second video to confirm his identity. Selene Delgado Lopez. In 2020, a sudden panic spread across social media when thousands of people noticed something terrifying on their Facebook accounts. Users discovered a profile belonging to a woman named Selene Delgado Lopez with a strange, low-quality image of a woman with a blank, staring face that looked deeply unsettling. To make things worse, it seemed like she was already friends with everyone, even though they did not remember ever meeting her or accepting a friend request. When they tried to look at her page, there was no button to add or remove her as a friend. The internet went totally wild with guesses. Some users believed she was a computer virus or a hacker trying to steal personal information. Others started forming paranormal theories, and a few even suspected it was a secret social experiment created by Facebook itself. As internet detectives started searching for the name and the scary face to solve the puzzle, they stumbled upon another very dark story. The trail led them to a story about an old television channel in Mexico. It said that for many years, this channel used to play announcements during commercial breaks to show pictures of missing people, and that one of the people shown over and over again was a woman with the exact same name, with her missing poster featuring the exact same terrifying face from the Facebook profile. However, investigators eventually uncovered the truth, and it was a massive double misunderstanding. First, the terrifying face was never a real photograph. It was likely a police composite sketch, which is a picture drawn by an artist using witness descriptions to help find a suspect or victim, or even just an amalgamation of different faces. Second, the Facebook profile appeared completely normal. It simply had its privacy settings configured so that no one could send her a friend request. Because the button was missing, a rumor spread that she was already friends with everyone. Obey the Walrus. In the early days of YouTube, a deeply unsettling video titled "Obey the Walrus" began circulating and terrified millions of viewers. When people clicked on it, they saw a very thin person wearing a dress. This person had an unusual facial structure and was tap dancing with an umbrella. Everything about the video was designed to make viewers uncomfortable. The colors flashed rapidly, and the background music was a cheerful children's song that had been played backward and changed to sound demonic. The internet exploded with theories. Because the title told viewers to obey, many people believed the video was a sort of brainwashing tool created by a dangerous secret cult. Others thought it was a cursed video. Some terrified viewers even thought the dancing figure was not human at all, but maybe a costume or a doll. Eventually, internet investigators decided to track down the original source of the footage to uncover the organization behind it. Instead of finding a cult, however, they found a heartbreaking story. The person in the video was not a costume. She was a real human being, an underground entertainer named Johnny Baima, who also used the stage name The Goddess Bunny. When Johnny was a child, she suffered from polio. This illness damaged her muscles and bones, which caused her body to grow differently and gave her a unique physical appearance. The footage used in the scary video was stolen. It was taken from a documentary that was meant to show Johnny's life and her love for dancing. An unknown internet user had simply copied the innocent footage, added scary music, and put a weird title on it just to frighten people online. It turned out to be nothing more than a very cruel prank. The 1928 Time Traveler. In 2010, a filmmaker was watching extra footage from the premiere of a very old Charlie Chaplin movie called The Circus. The footage was filmed in the year 1928, long before modern technology existed. However, the viewer noticed something impossible in the background. A woman was walking down the street holding a small, dark object to her ear. She moved her mouth as if speaking and laughing aloud, though the film itself was silent, and even though she appeared to be entirely alone. Her body language and the way she held the object looked exactly like a person talking on the phone today. The clip was posted online, and the mystery quickly went viral. The most popular idea was that the woman was a real time traveler who accidentally got caught on camera while using a phone. Other people guessed she was a secret agent using advanced military radio technology that the public did not know about yet. For weeks, the video was featured on news channels and websites as people tried to figure out the impossible phone call. To solve the puzzle, history experts and internet detectives began looking closely at old catalogs and devices from the 1920s. Then, they finally found the truth. The woman was not holding a phone or a secret radio. She was actually holding a hearing aid. Back in 1928, hearing aids were not small electronic devices that fit perfectly inside the ear. They were bulky, rectangular objects. To use them, a person had to hold the device directly up to their ear to capture the noise around them. The woman in the video was likely just holding her hearing aid to listen to the loud crowd and chatting with someone walking right beside her who was just barely cut out of the camera view. r/A858. In 2011, a very confusing subreddit appeared. The name of the page was a long string of random characters, but people simply called it A858. The creator of this account did something very strange. Every single day, they posted huge walls of letters and numbers. There were no normal words, no pictures, and no explanations. It was just an endless stream of data. Thousands of users gathered to figure out what the mysterious codes meant, and one of the most popular theories was that this was a modern version of a number station, which is a secret system used by spies to send hidden orders across the world via radio. A few even wondered if it was a quiet government test designed to find and recruit the smartest computer programmers in the country. Amazingly, people actually managed to crack a few of the codes. One hidden message turned out to be a famous quote from a book. Another decoded post revealed a picture of the ancient monument Stonehenge made entirely out of computer symbols. However, most of the daily posts remained completely impossible to read. Then, in 2016, the page suddenly locked everyone out. A final short message appeared saying that the project was concluded and the creator disappeared. A little while later, the real answer finally came out. It had nothing to do with spies or the government. A person who worked on the page admitted the truth. An unknown company had secretly paid them to build the puzzles. The company wanted to run a commercial experiment to see if normal internet users could solve highly advanced computer codes. The creators had even planned to give out money as a prize to anyone who cracked the hardest puzzles. However, the idea did not work out the way they hoped. The puzzles were too hard. The company lost interest in paying for the project, and they decided to simply shut it down. Petscop. In 2017, a small YouTube channel uploaded a video of a guy named Paul playing an old video game called Petscop. He claimed it was an unfinished and unreleased game for the original PlayStation from 1997. At first, the game looked completely normal. Its goal was to catch cute little pets, but then Paul typed in a secret code and everything changed. The colorful world disappeared, and Paul was trapped in a dark underground maze. The game started showing creepy messages, bizarre puzzles, and dark references to real-life crimes and missing children. Viewers started coming up with very dark theories, such as thinking that Paul had stumbled upon a game that was secretly programmed by a criminal who was using the hidden levels to confess his crimes. Others thought Paul himself was in real danger and that the videos were a secret cry for help. A massive community of internet detectives worked for years to solve the puzzles, decode the strange sounds, and figure out who actually made this disturbing game. For over 2 years, the channel kept uploading videos and the mystery kept growing. Finally, the truth was revealed in 2019. A man named Tony Domenico stepped forward online and admitted that he had created the entire thing himself. Petscop was never a real PlayStation game that anyone could find or play. It was actually a massive, fictional storytelling project. Tony made the animations look exactly like a PS1 video game, wrote the script, played the character of Paul, and recorded the videos to create the mystery. The Pronunciation Book Countdown. For years, a YouTube channel called Pronunciation Book did exactly what its name suggested. It uploaded hundreds of short, boring videos teaching people how to pronounce English words. However, in the summer of 2013, the channel completely changed without any warning. Instead of normal pronunciation lessons, the channel started posting strange videos that were counting down from the number 77. The voice in the videos began saying dark and confusing sentences, like, "Everyone is ready for a storm." Viewers also heard background noises, like police sirens, crackling fire, and loud buzzing. Some believed the channel had been taken over by a hacker. Others went as far as thinking that the hidden messages were a way for secret agents to communicate with each other without being caught. For over 2 months, internet users analyzed every single sound and video frame, trying to find clues, but they couldn't manage to find anything useful before the countdown actually reached 0 on September 24th. The truth was revealed, and it was not a secret spy mission. The entire channel was actually a giant performance art project created by 2 internet artists. These artists also secretly ran a very famous Twitter account that posted weird, random sentences. For years, they had been carefully planning this massive mystery to get everyone's attention. When the countdown ended, they announced that the creepy videos were just a creative way to advertise their brand new project. They released an interactive video game where players could choose their own adventure. Besa Mafia. People browsing the dark web discovered a terrifying website called Besa Mafia, which remained a mystery for years. It claimed to be an online store where anyone could hire a criminal or a hitman. It looked incredibly professional and real, with a price list for different crimes, a customer service page, and even reviews from supposedly happy clients. The claim was that they were part of a real, organized crime family from Eastern Europe. Videos then started appearing online, showing masked men claiming to work for the site. Some even started to think it was a honeypot, a fake website run by the police to catch those trying to buy such services. The site grew huge, and hundreds of people sent messages, but then the mystery was finally solved when a random hacker managed to break into the website. The hacker stole everything, including messages and user accounts, and posted them online for everyone to see. When investigators looked through the leaked data, they found the real answer, and it was not a real mafia nor a honeypot. The secret files showed that the website was a massive fake, and that the creators just built it to steal Bitcoin from people who wanted to hire criminals. Webdriver Torso. In 2013, a bizarre YouTube channel started uploading videos at an impossible speed. The channel was called Webdriver Torso. Every single video was almost exactly the same. They were usually 11 seconds long and showed simple red and blue rectangles sliding across a white background. As the shapes moved, loud and annoying electronic beeping sounds played. Within a few months, the channel had uploaded tens of thousands of these weird videos, sometimes posting a new one every few minutes. Since a human could not possibly upload so many videos so fast, people knew a computer program was running the account. What they didn't know, though, was why this was happening. The mystery grew even bigger when viewers found a few secret jokes hidden in the channel, like a cartoon video of a famous internet song. This proved that real people were actually behind the account. For a long time, the strange shapes and sounds terrified and confused the internet. However, an Italian blogger started looking closely at the channel data, and he noticed that some of the videos were linked to an office computer network in Switzerland. This clue led them straight to Google Zurich. In 2014, the company finally admitted the truth. Webdriver Torso was just an automated testing tool used by the company engineers. The engineers needed to make sure the video quality stayed perfect, so a computer program automatically uploaded these simple shapes and sounds to measure how the website processed the files. If you want to discuss this video or suggest an idea for the next one, join my Discord, link in the description.